Hey folks, Dave here. Welcome back to Fallout 4. I am here as General Dave once again, and this week I want to do a bit more building on what I started last week, which was my Fallout 1 inspired penthouse here in downtown Boston. I spawned in this week and randomly some Minutemen actually found their way up here, so I guess that solves the question of, is this a Minutemen settlement, right? You guys will remember that I built this framework in the creation kit to mimic the apartment scene in the Fallout 1 intro trailer. Got some feedback on it, and I agree with you guys in that I've got a bit too many turrets. I'm going to actually try to do something here. I want to build a bit more down here, and also work on the defenses so that I don't have to rely on turrets, which are noisy and a bit distracting for a ramshackle penthouse overlook like this. So let's start things out by removing those turrets. I'm probably going to put maybe one or two down. I think one for each staircase, but yeah, with four of them it's just way too loud. How far can I build here? Okay, cool. I can go pretty far down. So maybe I'll just put a non-powered shotgun turret here or something. Or even better, a machine gun bubble turret. Oh wow, I am low on steel, guys. Time for a trip back to Diamond City. Get some more supplies. So there we go, a more subtle bubble turret, although I always forget you got a bit of a collision problem. You have to hop over them there. And to protect this staircase over here, could I add the same thing? No, that's just plywood. That wouldn't look quite right. Might just put a traditional machine gun turret somewhere. I know what I can do. I'll put a machine gun turret there, put a platform underneath of it. That'll be the one turret that's making noise. I think under miscellaneous? No, concrete walls. We should have a turret platform from Covenant, actually. Turn that just a bit. I'm gonna hide this workbench here for a second. I'm gonna see if I can go about repairing this room right here. I'm gonna use plywood to do so. Let's see what Homemaker has to offer. Or just wooden walls. Do one like that. Actually, it kind of needs to go over to the left more. I'm gonna snap that corner right. That's the multi-story pieces. Don't really want those. Oh, that's cool. The doorway actually snaps in a way that fits around the wall piece here. And then we just have a small crack. Kind of like that. Scrappy looking. I imagine the construction wouldn't be too in-depth up here on top of the tower, even for the Minutemen. That's a lot of hauling material back and forth. I'll place this corner piece and see what we can do about how it's floating there. So I think this is going to be some extra living quarters for perhaps troops that are stationed here. Anything else from the homemaker section? Actually, I'm gonna move this aside because I want to see if this big piece would make a good, good porch piece here. Oh man, alright. I'm gonna get vertigo again looking down here. Gonna clip it a little bit so it fits. We're going to add some supports and all to underneath here shortly. Although that canopy piece is kind of in the way. I can't seem to move it though, even with mods, so I will seal up that end cap. And what else can we do with this? That end cap is too big. Gonna turn off snapping for a minute just to seal this up. Whew. The tilt that this porch has is a little bit dizzying. Let's go out to the main structures menu out of Homemaker and see what I can find for floors. Yeah, we're going to be blocked again there. Let's try something like this. Is that going to give us headroom? Oh no, that is not going to give us headroom. Where's our small floor pieces? They're in here somewhere. Just post one floating first. Seeing it's not wanting to snap. Although this stairwell right here, I'm trying to figure out how to fit it in. Oh. How would that one work? Oh, quite well actually. Trying to figure out how to make my own staircase. I can just use the prefab piece for once. In case you guys couldn't tell, using the prefabs does not come naturally to me. I tend to not like to snap things together, which is why I'm going to tilt this a little bit there. Give it some character, if you will. Let's add some more walls to this. This could be a cool corner piece if we have it like it was part of the original building and we just propped up what was already there. Now, as you guys can see, there's no polygons on the top of that pillar, so you can see right through it. We'll just cover it up here with a piece of plywood. Nice. Okay, back to the walls. The actual walls. Put a piece of metal siding. I think I'm going to do it like that because that is the side where people come up, so I don't want a window there. Gonna put a little canopy over here. That is dizzying. That'll allow me to put some stairs over here. Gosh, guys, this height is actually getting to me. I I do get vertigo sometimes, and I keep looking almost straight down. I guess that's super immersive then? If this build is actually starting to give me vertigo? Okay. Almost a window right there. And then we will go ahead and add some roof sections to that. Do one like that. Oh, because those already all have rooftops. Hey, that works for me. Actually, let's put the rug up here because I think that lower section is going to be the work area. And living room and such will be up here. Just enough room for a couple of soldiers to take refuge, and there's a hole right there. Let's fix that. I figure that'll give you plenty of warning if someone's coming up the elevator. Gonna do a quick save here. Okay. Time to add in some extra stairs. And I guess we should have probably a few more support pillars underneath of the added superstructure there. Yeah. Let's see. I think under structures and miscellaneous. There we go. Got some beefy wooden columns. Put just a couple of those in. I'm just going to keep this whole tilted section of rooftop here. I think it adds a lot of character to the build. I think I will put some kind of doorway up though. Over here at the fire escape. Anywhere else that could use a canopy. Again, just adding some character. Just trying to add it backwards there for a minute. Probably for the doorways, we're going to want to use, again, just a wooden doorway because any kind of construction up here on top of the penthouse tower is going to have to be salvage material and pretty basic at that. Don't know if I like this one though. Is it too big? If we clip it into the stairs over here that I'm standing on just a little bit, that could work. Like it's not supposed to be a full-on barrier. Just a small one. And I think to supplement that, a little piece of wow, what is it? Kind of rusted out fencing. Just a little bit of chain link, I think, would really sell this. There we go. Just leave that pole sticking right through it for the canopy. Not much you can do with that. Can I? Oh yeah, because I can't scrap those ropes, so that pole is just kind of stuck there. Don't know if that doorway looks super sturdy though. It's kind of just standing by itself. Let's put our scavenging station down here under shelter. And to add a bit of extra support for this doorway, I'm going to go back to structures and miscellaneous. I'm going to find that big beefy wooden pillar again. We're going to add one of those and connect it. Just as kind of a brace for... Oop, wrong direction. As a brace for the doorway. And we can even still get up the stairs. That'll help cut down on the need for turrets. Doesn't mess with the melee device from the main quest. Don't want to break that. Even though that is now literally years behind me. Jeez. And then we can add a doorway. Oh yeah, seeing we're on top of the tower, we could have all kinds of fancy deco doors that were looted. Use that one right there. So we've got, let's see, do we have a kitchen in here? We have the fire barrel, which can be used for simple cooking, but I think I'm going to put a larger stove if we've got a couple of people that are staying up here. Let's look at ground mats before I start putting stuff down. Floor coverings. You know what, guys? We're going to decorate the living quarters first. I'm just feeling that right now. Then we'll do the work area. Put a few rugs down. A welcome mat. Oh, anything in this corner is going to have to be tilted because this whole thing is tilted. Adds character. Also adds work. A worn out daisy rug. It's another good small one I can use. Okay. Let's start with the beds. Figure out how many beds I want up here. I guess it would be the Minutemen Rangers that were hanging out up here. So their captain's already got one bed. Need a few more though. These would probably be residential beds. Nothing too military-like. Nothing vault style. Nothing tiny. Probably pretty worn out too, like these are. So I have an idea here, guys. We're gonna actually place one of these beds in a corner. And I want to get some of the scrappy furniture from one of my favorite mods, the Medic and Practical. We're just gonna tilt that bed to fit. Let's go over to Thematic and Practical. Scavenger sleeping furniture. Because I want a bed here that Really fits the scrappy look. Put it right by the stairs. I'm going to put some fencing so you don't fall down the stairs. That guy's got a crappy bed. It's like one leg up. Okay, so we'll just do 2 beds. I'm not going to mess with the bunk beds or anything like that. This guy gets a couple of pillows. Sleeping furniture. Sitting furniture. Do a scavenge chair here. We're outside of the build area just a little bit. So we gotta place things and then move them back. Toilet chair. I feel like this would be a great chair for out here. Watching the elevator. For storage and couches, what do we got? This is a tight space here. Most of these tables are way too big. I think I hear some gunfire in the distance too. Yeah, I don't think any of those tables are going to fit, so we'll put some scavenge tables down instead. Just from the residential furniture once we get over there. Wall shelf. Yep, I hear tons of gunfire. Oh man, that gap right there, guys. We're gonna put a little stairwell and some railings there. We got containers, guard post, decorations. That's just gonna be scrap. Let's go ahead and put that stairwell down there with a railing, and we can put a railing next to the bed here too. Structures, wood, stairs. Again, we're out of the build area, so I gotta place it and then move it. We're just gonna do this with it. Oh man, that step up you take on it. For the railing, I might actually do something cool like this and just have a really thin board for the railing. That way it looks like it can just barely hold you. And then one more little stair. That. Ooh, okay. Now for the railing, we're going to have to go a bit further down our list. Not going to lie though, guys, this is kind of cozy. And we're just going to put a couple of these down. So you're not rolling right down the stairs in your sleep. Okay, time for a save. jumping ahead slightly to nighttime, I'm going to show you guys how I'm solving a couple of questions I've been asking myself. One of which was, if this part up here is for the captain of this settlement, or whoever's in charge, that's our only bathroom that the dog is currently clipped into. Kind of weird to share that one, right? And my doors are missing all of a sudden too. I gotta fix that. So I built this little platform here. Need to pull this railing out to be our outhouse in the sky, if you will. It's got some supports, some small bits of wooden screening to block the edge, but it's so crowded up here. I just love this idea of a tub and a wire mesh chair with a bucket, or in this case a bowl for now, underneath of it. That's your bathroom with the wind howling all around you. Move that railing a little bit like that. So that's how I solved the bathroom issue. Wait for some rainfall, get that tub filled up. As for down here, I have rearranged a little kitchenette with a broken fridge, which I think looks pretty immersive. We've also got a small dining area and a small work area. I want to add just a couple more things before I call it for today. As usual, I like to do some micro detailing, but that takes a while, so I don't do all of that while recording with you guys. It would take hours. So let's see if I can find one of these vault sections that fits well for the flooring. Actually, they all kind of need to be resized. That's okay though. Do it like that. Give us some flooring, and for extra immersion, I'm going to cover up that gap at the edge of the walkway there with a piece of just planking. Oh, not like that. Like that, and then we'll give it a little bit of a rotate. Like so. So you've got a board to walk on as you come over to the dining area. Last week I set a limit of 3 lights up here that use the homemaker lights that cast the awesome looking shadows you guys can see right there. The correctly calculated real-time shadows. I've already got 3 of them. I don't want to use any more, so let's just use some simple lights to light up down here. I think a classic bulb like that would be a good fit. And maybe a smaller lamp for working back here in the workshop corner. That gives a good amount of light up here as well. Let's just add a single lamp. Put it here. Or would that be a target for snipers? We'll add it here so that you can't see it from outside. That just leaves a couple of bits of clutter I want to add. Do I still have room for that table I was talking about upstairs? I don't know if I do. Just an end table? Oh yeah, I can put it over here in the corner. Do this one. That's looking good. Got a little couch there. So what that leaves me with is just some do-it-yourself clutter decoration. Look at that, even snaps to the shelf. Various bits of helmets, bathroom and medical. Got some do-it-yourself chems and Perhaps a bit of decoration as well. Some reading material. Cool shelf for the radio and the comic books. Minutemen clutter. Food and drink. Could probably use some pantry stuff up here too. Put some snacks on the shelf. And some ammo. I'm going to turn snapping off here. Looks like I can't actually. I'm trying to fit the ammo into the shelf here. It's going to be a bit tricky. Nope, don't resize it. Just move it down. Okay, that kind of works as long as you don't notice that the rocket is clipping through. Just want some small decorations for that shelf. Where was that other bit of food I was thinking about putting here? That might be best under creative clutter. Let's see, rooms should be a kitchen. Don't think someone's dinnerware would be set, but coasters and drinks, I could believe that. And a cup of coffee for whoever's working over here on the weapons. Just to wrap things up here, guys, I think I'll use some decoration for our work corner. Which would include our gardening materials. And that's it for the micro decoration for now, I believe. You guys were wondering though, what is with the lack of propaganda? Well, guys, let me just fix that. All decorations, flags. What do we got here? Minutemen are rebuilding America. A reminder, just, you know, in their living quarters. A minor bit of propaganda. And for the wall behind the dining room table. Good size, but not huge. Minutemen painting. That's gonna do it for now, I believe. I think this all fits together really well. You have less non-stop turret sounds thanks to our lack of turrets, and it looks pretty scrappy. Let's go into free cam, take a look. Yeah, I like those additions, guys. So this, I think, completes my vision of what the Fallout 1 intro apartment might have looked like if you could have turned that camera around and taken a look for yourself. Hope you guys have enjoyed this build. I know I have. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video.